On today's travels, we're just taking a short journey. As always, we start off in Hoover, and this time we're just going down to Calera, to the Heart of Dixie Railroad Museum. It's only a short 20-mile drive from Hoover, take you 20 to 25 minutes going the highway. And this is the place. As you can see, they have trains, cars, a museum, and you can even go for a train ride if you so wish, which we did.
Train. All ticketed passengers should now be on board and comfortably seated. The train will depart in 5 minutes.
And we're about to set off on a short train ride. The train ride isn't very expensive, it's only $14 for an adult. It takes an hour to an hour and a half, and you drive, or you go past a winery on the way. It's well worth the trip, whether you're an adult or a child, but especially if you have children, they'll love this.
Springs Junction is a dot on the map. to the open air
It was
car.
annexed by
Starting right
Calera a few years ago.
But do remember to come back.
Mill, that's enough. Okay. Years ago, there were 4 section houses up here. A section gang used the old-fashioned pump hand cars to go up and down this 10 miles of track, looking for bad rails, missing spikes and stuff. There was also a Warm Springs, a Shelby Springs, about 1.5 miles up State Highway 86. In the last century, early part, folks would come to the Warm Springs for their health. There was a flag stop here. This used to be an old L&N, Louisville and Nashville passenger line. No station, but a flag stop there. What would happen, folks, to get off the platform, when they finished at the Warm Springs, come back here, they'd raise the L&N flag. The train would come along and say, hey, look, there's the flag. Yep, sure is. They'd stop, pick up the folks, take them back where they wanted to go.
So here we are at the heart of Dixie Railroad. What else would you expect to find in a railroad but trains? Go figure. So this is an old boiler train. So these are basically the undercarriages used on various trains throughout the years. 1915, 1949. The 1949 one's got a lot more springs to it. And 1927, which has no springs at all. Another steam train built in 1944. It needs a bit of work done to it, so as you can see it's a smidge on the rusty side. I'm not sure how well this camera's working in shadow or low light. It's a mini train. The other side of that carriage so this is not too far from Hoover or Birmingham. This is Calera. About 20-minute drive. No passenger. It's like what you get up north with a double-decker. And wine available. Fairly sure that's not what that sign actually means, but it looks like a wine glass. It's quite a neat place if you're a train buff, or for that matter, if you're a kid. Oh, camera's doing a better balancing act than I am. There's a strange train. Open air. Love this sign. Do not hump a rough handle. That means something. That sign's brilliant. I really like that sign. That's I mean something completely different over in Britain though. Now, one of the great things about this Heart of Dixie Railroad Museum is they fully encourage you to get up and climb on the trains. Take a look. A lot of railway museums don't let you do that, so it's one of the really good things about this one. Locomotive cars, various cars. There is the Heart of Dixie. I don't know if they just painted that on, if that really is the name of that locomotive. You know, for something that size, to only have 800 horsepower, considering you're getting cars with over 1,000 horsepower nowadays, doesn't quite seem right, does it? It's fairly alarmed. And it's only generating 800 horsepower. I wonder how much the Heart of Dixie generates. A crane. I suppose you see those every so often, but a crane on a railway car. And this is a Louisville to Nashville baggage car, built in 1945. And in fact, yes, if you look down here, you can actually see Louisville and Nashville. So this car, this baggage car, actually operated on the line that we were on earlier when we took our train ride. That was the Louisville and Nashville line. So at some point, does it say when this was built? Or 1949. So at some point in the 1950s, this was on the line that we were on. Now this is obviously some sort of small gauge train. I'm assuming to take kids for rides, and I'm assuming that's where it's hiding, is somewhere in that building. And given that that's sitting right next to the track, at a guess, I would say perhaps this is some sort of gas powered small gauge train. Unfortunately, I can't really see in the windows because there's too much reflection. So I don't know if the train's hiding in there or not. One, two, three, four, five, 6 lines of various trains, cars, locomotives. I'm not a big train buff, so I don't know what the right terminology is. But you should come down and give this place a check out. It'll only take you a couple of hours. And if you want to ride a train as you saw, you can actually go for a ride. It's only 14 bucks.
was quite cheap.